Hello, today I'll be talking to you about athleticism. When given the big list of words about isms, I thought athleticism stood out the most to me because I am an athlete. I am born into a family full of athletes with all different types of athleticism. My mom was a high school cheerleader and track runner, and my dad was a star football player at high school and had the opportunity to play in college. My three older brothers all were outstanding athletes in high school, and one even had the opportunity to play college football and make it into the NFL. Athleticism has always been a part of my life ever since I was a little kid. I've always been one of the most athletic kids in my grade and have received many accolades for my athleticism. And I even have the honor to play college football at a Power 5 school. How many of you sat down on a Saturday or Sunday to watch the football games, or in March got hooked on some madness? I know I have, and I'm certain that you'll want to hear what I have to say about athleticism. Today I will be talking to you about athleticism and how it's an extreme feat, and discuss the advantages and disadvantages of being an athlete. Have you ever heard of the phrase God-given talent? Athletes can be genetic, or it can be achieved through hard work. I know many athletes that are naturally gifted with extreme athleticism. This is a genetic that comes from when you're born, from your parents. Most athletes today are blessed with the ability that others cannot achieve through hard work. For me as a person, I was born with abilities that have brought me to the next level, and I feel that I have my parents to thank for that. There are athletes that are out there that get crumbs of athleticism and add hard work to the mix and can do amazing things. Many athletes train for years to make a name for themselves in the world, and I know that I have parents that do not have much athleticism at all. But kids are naturally natural athletes or weren't given much athleticism. People born with athletic ability and apply hard work can become the literal GOAT. Some names that can be on this list are Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Usain Bolt, you name it. These athletes were made out to be good players but didn't want to settle for just good. They wanted to be the greatest of all time. What are some misconceptions about athletes? More formally, stereotypes. There are many stereotypes about athletics and what goes on. Mostly athletes are handed everything to them and don't do anything to work towards it. This can be true and false. Athletes get treated differently for sure. Like I get meals every day and can go to a center where I get tutored and all that, but that's just the limit. Many athletes like Reggie Bush, he was a USC Heisman finalist and won the championship, but he kind of got a little greedy and accepted too much money and accepted cars and accepted houses from the university and kind of got handed everything to him, and it kind of bit him in the butt. He got the championships taken away, the Heisman taken away, pretty much everything else. Another big stereotype would be why don't more people consider competitive cheerleading a sport? I consider competitive cheerleading a sport, but I do not consider like high school cheerleading a sport. For many reasons. When you're doing competitive cheer, you're putting your body to the max for 2 straight minutes. But when you're just doing high school cheer, you're just on the sideline, just clapping them pom-poms and doing all that. But competitive cheerleading is actually one of the most injured sports in the world right now, which is pretty crazy to me. But in my opinion, I believe that competitive cheer is definitely a sport, but high school cheer is not. If you ever wanted to become an athlete, there are a lot of things that come into play. There are many disadvantages and advantages to being an athlete. Advantages are like money. Like if you make it big time, like my brother, who is in the NFL right now, as an undrafted free agent, even didn't make it to the draft or anything, is still getting paying $650,000 a year. But what's crazy about the NFL is you only get paid during when you play. So 17 weeks out of the year you get paid. So a lot of athletes out there go broke because they only get a paycheck 17 times a year, which is a lot of money. Like 650,000 is a lot of money, but they don't make much out of it because they're stupid and go broke. Another disadvantage is, like, I'm in 18 hours of class right now, and I also have 22 hours of football and then 2 hours of study hall, and that just has to deal with a lot of stuff. Another thing is CTE, is concussions and stuff like that can put you out for a long time in football. Let's look over my take of athleticism. Today I talked about how extreme feats and what makes an athlete, if it's genetic or not, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of being an athlete. Now that you've learned about athletes, go out and train and be your own person and become an athlete. Thank you.